good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful, lovable, and adorable viewers from wherever you're watching this video from. You're welcome to Weekend Vibes, a new dimension of Joyful World Outreach. I am Chiamaka Ezefedi Felicita, your anchor for today's program. With me here is Reverend Father Augustine Ileke, the founder of Joyful World Outreach. You're welcome, Father.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Father will be helping us dissect the topic of today, which is on procrastination. I hope you're ready, because I am. So, Father, I would like you to help us define what procrastination is and also tell us its key characteristics.
So I welcome all of you once again. It is a platform for us to learn, and I believe that we are going to learn to keep adding value to our lives. Today's topic is on procrastination. And what is procrastination? It is an action that makes a delay about what you want to do. It's something that slows down your pace at any point in time you aim to achieve something. And it could happen in any field of life, in study time, in your pursuit of career, in your business. It can come at any time. So procrastination is all about not doing things when you're supposed to do them, and it has consequences because your inability to do things at the right time could also bring about, failure. And so it's not doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. And when you don't do it, then you will also live with the consequences that comes with it.
Okay, that's a very beautiful one. So I would like you said procrastination is you delaying or not doing things at the right time. So I'd like you to tell us the underlying causes or foundational factors that actually contribute to procrastination.
So the underlying causes ranges from stress. When somebody is stressed up, it can lead to inability to do things when they are supposed to do them. Anxiety can also be a contributing factor. Perfectionism, those who they want to make things perfect, and they will be waiting for the right time to get it well. And so long as they don't get it well, they don't move. So when you have such mentality, it could lead to constant saying, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it next tomorrow. And the more you continue to say you will do it, you will not do it. You also have fear of failure. People who are afraid to fail. They don't want to try because they are feeling that people are going to criticize them if it doesn't come out well. Depression, like I said, somebody is down in depression. It can also lead to leaving things that are supposed to be done when they're going to do it. Another part of it is lack of motivation. You don't have the motivation to do things. You want to do it, but nothing is spicing your system to do it. So it can knock you off. Then you have what we call task avoidance. People, you will give a task to do, but they are avoiding it because they are not finding anything in them that will drive them. There must be a drive that helps you to reach your goal. We also have fear, and that fear could come as a result of different factors. But what is important is if you can identify the cause, then it will now help you to begin to make effort to see how you can get rid of it. Don't forget that procrastination is something that can hit anybody. No matter how high you have gotten to in your career, it can hit you. A priest, a doctor, lawyer, engineers, in any field you are, it can hit you. It's all about knowing that this is possible to happen. But if you work on it, then you can break the jinx about it and you keep achieving more in the things that you do.
Thank you, Father, for these explanations. But you mentioned something about procrastination. You said that both Christians, non-Christians, pastors, lawyers, anybody can actually face procrastination. So now looking at it from the Christian perspective, what are you going to say that procrastination equates to committing a sin?
Procrastination, it's all about not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them. And we know that time is precious. And when you fail to do things at the right time, you squander that time. And opportunities you're supposed to get, you may no longer get them because you have wasted the time. The Bible truly condemns laziness and slothfulness. If you go to Proverbs chapter 24 and you go to Matthew chapter 25, you will read about the parable of the talent. The man who was embarking on a journey had to give talents to those working for him. And when he came back, the rest brought what they have made by investing what was given to them. But this particular one said, you gave me and I was afraid of you and I had to heed it. And this is what you gave to me. So he failed to use what was given to him to do something because of laziness and because of fear. And that has consequences. Even that which he thought he had was taken away from him. So it means that Bible condemns slothfulness and laziness. St. Paul would say in one of his writings that he was not a burden to the people he had been given the mandate to evangelize, that he was working hard to make sure that he was not dependent on them. So if you do not do what is right when it is supposed to be done, and then there is a corresponding consequences that comes from your inaction, it becomes sinful, and then you will now become responsible for that. So yes, procrastination could become sinful when you fail to do what you're supposed to do at the right time. For instance, you want to contribute to save a life, and there is opportunity for you to do something to save a life, and then your inaction makes that life to be lost. In one way or the other, you are culpable because you have contributed to that loss of life through your inaction. So sometimes I have actually, procrastinated in several times as a priest, even as an individual. I have had moments I have said, I'm going to pray. Then all of a sudden, you have a football match, and I like football. And I will now tell myself, okay, I will pray after the football. And then I will enjoy the football. And by the time the game is done, no energy anymore to go and pray. And I will now say, well, God will understand. I have procrastinated. And the consequence of that procrastination is that I ended up not praying. And that means I have chosen material over the divine, and which is not okay. So sometimes you procrastinate. There is something that comes out of your procrastination. It delays your ability to achieve something. It makes you not to get to where you need to get to. So if you fail to do it now, that time goes. It doesn't wait for you. So if you don't do it when you're supposed to do it, you may never have that time come back again for you to do it. So what is lost is lost. And so that which is lost can never be replaced most times. So it's something you have to understand.
The truth is, this topic is actually meant for everybody. To those of you, your mother keep on telling you, Emeka, go and get married. Chinedu, go and get married. You tell your mother, I have this girl already. Go and tell her you like her. Don't stop. Ah, Jesus. Well, I'm already enjoying this topic. It's amazing. So, Father has told us how procrastination, on how Christians procrastinate and how it actually equates to sin. So he's going to also tell us the solutions, how we can actually solve this problem, this thing called procrastination.
You see, the thing about procrastination is that sometimes you will think you will meet up when it is rush hour. Thus, you keep accumulating it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then it gets to the point where you are choked up.
Exactly.
And when you are choked up now, if you don't have that capacity to multitask, you may not be able to achieve all of them in one moment. So the best way to overcome procrastination is to take it one step at a time. Try to break all that you need to do in different chunks, and then pick them one by one by order of priority and begin to get them solved. Yeah, you will have to be able to know that what you are not able to do when you're supposed to do it mounts a lot of pressure on you. If you don't have that capacity to hold on to yourself in moments of pressure, and you don't have the capacity to multitask, it will be very difficult. A multitasking person can be doing 5, 6 things at the same time. Now, even in multitasking, you can end up saying, I am going to achieve this. Yes, because I have the capacity to multitask. But it puts pressure on you because something you would have been doing relaxing, you will now be doing it with certain level of stress. And that at the end, you may achieve it, but your body will tell you that you
Is
really went to war
that
and that you're coming back, you are broken, you will take another week to recover for what you have done. So the beginning point of overcoming procrastination is, first of all, to be truthful to yourself. You will have to tell yourself that you are beginning to say so many things, but you end up not doing them. So you have to identify that you are a procrastinator, that you are always leaving things undone until the last minute and you end up not doing it. So you have to be truthful. So recognize it that it is a problem for you, and then you now say, what do I do? The second thing would be pray for the strength. Yes, pray to God for the strength to be steadfast, for you to persevere. Sometimes people don't have that will to be able to push themselves in those tough moments. Things come before you, many things, and you are struggling to find how to break through. So push yourself through them. It takes a strong will for you to say, I will persevere to do this. So you're sitting down, you're studying a particular course, and then you have so many distractions coming around you to make you not to finish up what you're doing. It will take your resilience to sit down on that seat and then say, if I don't get this page cleared in my head, I'm not standing up here. So that resilience will push off that distraction that would have made you to procrastinate. Then you will also try to start with small steps. Small steps. You have plenty things to do. Choose them in order of priority, and then make sure you get one resolved before you go into the other. If you end up putting all the chunks in one page for yourself at the same time, you can get overwhelmed. And once you are overwhelmed, you will not be able to achieve anything. It can be in business, it can be in studies, it can be in management, it can be, in anything that you do. So as a pastor, I try to run management and administration. I'll try to put everything, in compartments so that at the end, I will have the result. But if I now mount all of them together and I'm trying to struggle, I am not perfecting in doing everything as I'm supposed to do them, it will become a problem. Strive for progress, not perfection. Once you always aim for perfection, you may get to that point where if it is not the way you want it to be, then you will not want it to be done. But if you strive for progress, it means that from point A, you are now in point B. You are not in point Z at the moment, but you are making progress. So you keep counting on that progress. And if there is progress, then perfection is a certainty. So, but where there is no progress in the things you do, you will not have perfection. Also, ask of guidance. There are persons who have conquered where you are at the moment. So if you are struggling in stage one, look around, you will find those who have overcome stage one. Try to find out what they were doing to be able to conquer stage one. And that will give you a guide to rise above your own challenge at that point. And you will use their guidance to be able to conquer your stage. So these are few things you can apply. If you apply them, you will begin to see yourself make reasonable progress in terms of overcoming procrastination. Is there a time you will conquer procrastination totally? Well, I wouldn't say yes, because sometimes as human beings, you will end up saying, I will no longer procrastinate. But one or two things will come in to make you still fall into the same thing. But if you have conquered it in certain moments, even when you fail in one or two, it doesn't take you back. It just means that it just happened, and then you get yourself back again and you keep winning. So, but winning it's a must if you apply the necessary steps. But if you don't apply the necessary steps, you may not be able to overcome procrastination. For those who procrastinate, they do not make as much progress as they would want to do. But if you conquer it, then perfection is waiting for you at the corner.
Father said one that is just so captivating. He said, strive for progress and not perfection. So to those of you who feel that doing things at the dying minute or at rush hour makes you do it better, there's always a consequence. And I'm sure that you don't want to encounter it. So keep working hard, keep doing what you're supposed to do, and strive for the best. So, Father, your last words for today before we wrap up the show.
Dear viewers, procrastination is there. You may be a victim, you may be someone who has been into it, but this program is just to spice you up, to help you to know that you can overcome it. So try to apply the necessary steps we have mentioned, and you will see yourself get better. So to win it is possible. So begin. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start now, and you will see that that thing you thought you are not able to get, you can get it.
So you can follow us in all our social media platforms so you can get our latest episodes of Weekend Vibes. Keep being good, keep being amazing. God bless you.